might have just talked for a good 5 minutes without getting anything recorded. That was a bummer. I don't know how I managed that. Anyway, my name is Jeremy, Jeeps Unlimited, partsbreakers.com, 303-666-9020. I'm going over a harness today, or harnesses in general. So this will be applied to pretty much any harness, even though this is specific to, this one we're looking at right here happens to be a 0506 Wrangler, okay? And an 0506 is really where they changed, at least on the Jeep side of things, they started going to a totally different style computer. The style of computer, our ECMs are sitting over here, okay? This is not, but you can see they went to a 4 or 3 plug computer, okay? The 4 plug computers are always automatics when it comes to Chryslers, at least on the Jeep line, and oftentimes on the Durangos, on the Dakotas, and whatnot, okay? When you get the same plugs, but you see there's a blank here, okay? These are on manuals, okay? Not a lot of manuals in other models of Chrysler, but you do find manuals still on the Jeep line, and so you'll start seeing these dead plugs, basically. There's still a place for them, but there's just nothing there. So 4 all the way across, okay, automatic, and then again, you have your manual here. So I want to really, show this, because even though the customer, and I always have an intention when I do a video, so in this case, it's a Chrysler product, but it happens to be a Durango. We don't primarily do anything other than Jeeps, but every once in a while, because it's Chrysler, we'll still get one in. We had a real clean one come in. We were able to part it out. Don't have a lot of it left, but we do have a couple of the harnesses. And the customer is racking his brain on trying to figure out, before he buys something, which is totally understandable, if he's getting the right part. I want to, as long as I've been doing this, which is 22 years, and that's a lot of information I have, a lot of good information and sometimes useless information. I mean, useful to the guy that needs, I guess. But with that said, I'll be the first to tell you that I don't know everything. And harnesses are one of those things that I'm pretty good at. But sometimes, even after I look at something, I don't know. And I can tell a Jeep harness, as far as the features of it and what it does and functions, pretty well. But they change so much in these years that there's even some things on this that I can't tell you. So the first thing I want to show you real quick, and this is more for the customer that's inquiring about this other harness, which we'll walk over to in a second here, is these years, again, this was an 06 or 05 LJ automatic, okay? So we have 3 plugs, and we have the 4th, okay? The 4th plug, which on that other harness is not even on there. That's not to be alarmed if you're not looking for that section of the engine harness, or in this case, it's not even called the engine harness, it's called the dash harness, okay? This 4th plug is routed into the power distribution center, which is basically your fuse box for underneath your hood. At least on the Wranglers is this way, okay? And then if you follow it along, you'll follow it up, and you'll notice it comes to a couple splits here. I couldn't tell you what all these do, but this one goes into the firewall, okay? So that's your firewall grommet. And those 2 here, okay, are inside now, and are one of that one there, and then that guy back there, okay? And so that harness is really nothing to do, even though it's a crucial component, of the overall engine, transmission, sometimes fuel management, sometimes they'll have fuel pumps embedded in them. So when we list these harnesses, and it used to be the old harnesses, we would list all together, like you see in this box. This is a early 9702 harness. These ones are a little bit more unified, so we usually keep them together. Whereas these years, these 0506s, and all the way on up, because they went to this CAN bus style computer that I just showed you there. When they went to that style computer, things got a little bit more difficult and a little bit more easy. Just depends on how you look at it, okay? The power distribution module here, which normally is a part number, yeah, it's right here, okay, is almost like a universal piece for this Jeep. So this guy, right, your 3 plugs here. It goes into this injector rail, also goes down to your transmission, and all the way back to your fuel pump. At least on the Jeeps, they're like this. This is a good example of one. See how the wires are there? That's an injector line. So if this can be fixed, then we will fix it. But if it's too bad, it's pretty brittle down here, this harness will likely just get shelled out. But again, this is just a Jeep harness. This will not work on the Durango. This is just an example, okay? Just trying to show you kind of what each of these do. So these 3 plugs here, and again, if you look, we kind of pull these out here, okay? You see that whole section all comes apart. The only thing that's even holding these 2 on right now is the battery harness, and the reason it's even holding on is there's a ground wire here that needs to come apart. And then if I pull that, this whole section here gets unplugged or comes off and is no longer listed with that. So that harness is not good to list anyway. It's got an issue there. This Jeep ran and drove, so even with that issue, it just didn't run great. Obviously, the injector wasn't hitting on that one. But anyway, but this harness here is perfect shape. So again, for the Durango, this is not the harness you need. I'm not saying it is. All I'm doing is showing you, because I think it's very confusing. It sounds like you're very confused on what exactly these harnesses do and why there's 4 plugs, why there's 3 plugs, and so on. So the way we listed that other one is exactly like we would list this one. If that one was good, that harness would get listed. This harness here would get listed. That's the interior section. That one would get listed. That one we usually leave whole. There's probably 2 harnesses in there that we could separate, but those ones we do typically leave whole. It's long because it was an LJ. Okay, so there's 3 harnesses the way these get listed. Now let's go over to this Durango one real quick, and it's the only harness I have left is the one that matches that part number you gave me, which is good. That's the biggest sign right there that your part number matched. Because oftentimes we have to check interchange. Basically, we have to see if it would work. And that's not always easy to do, okay? These are your 3 plugs, just like we seen on that other harness on the TJ style, except for the Durango, okay? The 4th plug that you're missing, or that's not here, is not a harness that has anything to do with your transmission. And to verify this, I'll walk back over here real quick. Go to your Jeep, or have your mechanic go to your Jeep, because I want to be sure on this. I know with the Jeeps, this is the way they are. The Durangos, I assume it's the same thing, because across the board, they're different for every, like you can't interchange harnesses from model, but the whole general idea on how, and the principles of how these work is the same on the models. They just change, certain things on this being a 6-cylinder, that was an 8, so that's totally different. But if you come to your power distribution module, you should see a big loom come off of it. And on this one, it's about 2 feet down, give or take, and you have that plug there, okay? So that's gonna go in and read your gauges, that's gonna go in and read, anything else input. Speed sensors not from the transmission, those are gonna come from those other 3 plugs, but this is more or less for your speedometer, everything that's on the inside of your Jeep. The computer it's got their in and output here. And then again, those 2 plugs through the grommet, through the firewall, go into that section of harness, okay? So yes, to answer your question, this is a 4-plug harness system, but there is no power distribution module because that is no longer available. At least I don't think we have it anymore. I can double check. But nonetheless, and this is where I think the confusion came from when you first asked me, hey, I need the transmission portion of it, and I believe it unplugs. So yes, it kind of does unplug. My question to you was, does it actually unplug from the main harness, which I didn't believe it did. But now as I'm looking at it, I know it doesn't. So it doesn't from the main harness, no, but it does technically separate from that plug that's going to go to that last plug on the ECM that will go through the firewall and connect your inner stuff. So this should be 99% sure, 99.9% sure this is exactly what you need. Now, here's the caveat to it, and this, I know you're not going to like hearing this, and there's no guarantees in life. You hear that sometimes, but although this is a working and very clean, I mean, this thing had like no miles on it. Probably one of the cleanest harnesses we've had on a Durango ever, or anything. But will it fix your problem? That's the question. And that really isn't so much an issue with this harness at all. It's going to be, did it get diagnosed properly? It sounds like you've had this thing in the shop for years. That's unfortunately when they went to this style computer system, in my opinion, they got a lot more unreliable. I mean, a lot of people like this style computer better. They tune better. You know, you can do a lot more with them, but they're a lot more finicky. So if they've told you, if the mechanics have told you, diagnosed it, said your transmission portion of this harness is bad, then yeah, it should fix it. The only last thing is that every plug here that you see goes to what we call a pigtail, which is on a sensor. Okay, so there's wires that are here. There's also a wire that comes off the pigtail to the actual sensor. And my hope is that, you don't have a wire broken on one of those either, because those aren't going to come on a harness like this. That's going to, when you buy the actual sensor, it's going to have that plug. So, and oftentimes then you just replace the sensor. But anyway, so that's the 12 minutes of your life spiel. Hopefully this helps out. If you have any other questions, let me know. But again, there's your part number to verify exactly what, and this is gold, okay? The only thing next to this that is equally as good is a VIN number. Ask the dealership, and they'll have to look up the part number for the vehicle that it came off of, and look at that. Now, the reason this is not necessary here is because if you didn't have this number, I didn't have this number, okay, or it wasn't visible, or scratched off, whatever, there'd be no choice. You'd have to call the dealership. We'd have to give you the VIN number off this Jeep, because we wouldn't have this number. And you'd have to call the dealership and say, hey, can you tell me the original part number? And they would give you this same number. So it's equally the same thing. That's the only way to do it. Otherwise, it is literally like throwing mud at a wall with a harness and hoping it sticks, meaning that it's compatible. And in this case, it is. Like I said, it can't, I mean, it's, I'm not just trying to sell you a harness. The part number is ultimately, for 22 years, it is the gold. It's the golden standard. We don't have to improvise anything. We don't have to guess anything. That's it. So, okay. Anybody else out there have any harness questions or looking to buy a harness? Let me rephrase that, because I would need to have some sort of harness that we have to be able to help advise. But we do have harnesses. Our warehouse has probably got about 400 harnesses. For us, that's a lot. We're a specialty shop. And really we got known for, long before people on eBay or long before they started messing with harnesses, we looked at it and said, there's going to be a huge need for people to have harnesses someday. Let's take the time, learn these things the best we can, and list them the best we can. And we've had 100% feedback, over 4,000 harnesses sold in the last 20 years. And that's because of that. So we've really laid the groundwork for that. And other people are catching on and going, wow, there's actually some money in these harnesses, which there is. Sometimes more so in harnesses than anything else on the Jeep, because you can't get, a lot of times these have been discontinued. So, all right. Again, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited Parts Breakers, 303-666-9020.